welcome to episode number 30.
Take two.
Take two, because, we haven't filmed in a while and we've gotten rusty, or buzzed.
I think more rusty than buzzed.
We just did about 10 minutes and realized the cameras weren't on.
No, my mistake, actually. We didn't have the, as we film, we can look ourselves in the camera itself to see that we're filming, and we didn't have that going. And I said, oh, we don't have that turned around. So I turned around and said, oh, shit, we didn't film either.
Right,
so let's do it again.
All right, so hi, welcome to episode, there's my radio voice.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to episode number 30, finally. 30.
30.
I am myself, Mike Streeter, with my extraordinary, friend here.
Whatever. Jerry Mina, Gerard Mina, whatever you want to freaking call me. We're here in the Hillsdale house tonight. It is the night before New Year's Eve, making it December 30th. Come on down.
Come on down.
I didn't want to interrupt production.
No. We just cut everything through it, so it's no big deal. So we are here in the Hillsdale house. They're expecting a crowd tonight, although the weather's pretty crappy out there.
It is crappy
tonight.
out there. We have like a rain, wind. Well, the wind's calmed down.
My God, that wind was horrible. My dog was freaked out by that wind. Anyway, it's a bad night out tonight, and
we've been banished to the hallway.
Yes, because they're expecting a crowd in here, hopefully, weather permitting, because that could definitely put a damper on things.
But still,
well, we're very happy to be here.
That's
the
it.
Hillsdale House, our favorite place. So today we're talking about what we're drinking, and we are drinking what I call, I just invented this, by the way. I think I've invented it. I'll have to look it up online. The Irish Manhattan, okay?
How'd you invent it?
The reason why it's called an Irish Manhattan, this Manhattan is made with Tullamore Irish whiskey.
Okay, but how did you told me you came up with it in the shower.
I did.
Okay, and you were what? What? Huh?
I was washing my hair.
Okay, good.
And I was trying to think of what we're going to do, and I said, Manhattan would be good. We had a martini last week.
The gin martini.
Whatever the last. Gin martini, which was very good. Oof. And I was like, you know what? We haven't done a Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah, we haven't done a Manhattan.
Okay.
You know, martinis are straight up booze, and so are Manhattans. Yeah. You can drink them both on the rocks, but
are they considered like a sipping drink? Or?
They are.
Yeah, because you're not gulping those.
No, neither one of those you should be gulping.
Because two of those, you're.
Yeah, we're in mixed company, or else I tell you. So we are drinking the Irish Manhattan. I don't know if I coined that phrase or not. Manhattans are typically made with either rye whiskey, bourbon, Tennessee whiskey. The main ingredient is that,
yes,
which is then you add a sweet vermouth.
It's like 1 part vermouth or whatever.
Yeah, and people like it sweeter or not sweeter. And you put a little bitters in there, and then you use the garnish as a maraschino cherry, and that is your Manhattan. Now the Manhattan came, or was originated, my research tells me, about 1870, somewhere about mid-1870, there was a banquet down in Manhattan, a place called the Manhattan Club. And one of these guys, I forget, his first name was Ian or something like, well, anyway, he invented the Manhattan with a rye whiskey. And it caught on, it became very popular, and it was then known as, instead of the Manhattan Club cocktail, it was turned into the Manhattan, and it's been here since.
Besides old fashions, which we've done those.
Yes, we've done those.
And
we might be doing one next, a different sway on it. Come on in.
Come on in.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Go right through there. Hey, gang. Don't kick my stuff, gang.
Kick it.
There he is.
What's up, street dog?
What's up, Bushy?
What's up with you, baby?
You know.
That's open. That's pull it open that way.
Pull a reindeer. You need help?
There you go.
Pull.
There you go. It's a little warped, you know.
How you guys doing?
What are you guys doing?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
No,
this is our Boozetrumental.
This is our podcast we do every week.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Where does it?
YouTube, Boozetrumental, Facebook, Boozetrumental.
All right.
You gotta get out more.
Let's check it out.
Old man don't do nothing like
Are
that.
we now on it?
You can't.
You're just your voices. You want to come in and say hello, you can.
Manhattan.
Yeah. Oh, I did try Manhattan.
That was
earlier. Oh, I haven't tried it yet.
What kind?
Delicious.
Really? I'm halfway done with mine.
So anyway, this is the Manhattan. I explained the origins of it, and that is where the Manhattan comes from. And it's a great drink. Can I tell you one last quick story?
I don't care what you want to tell me.
So years ago, again, it's been years ago, my old man, who was an NYPD lieutenant, it was probably around 1980 or 81, 82. He's on vacation up here for the Christmas holiday, and he says, hey, Why don't you join me? We'll go down to the city,
I think you did tell me that story.
and we will go pick up my check. I will take you to lunch.
Yeah.
We will drive back up, and you can go out and have fun with your friends. So that is what I did. So we went down to the Castle Harbor Casino in the Bronx, and we drank. I wasn't drinking because I was driving, but he had Manhattans. Now, I had never really paid attention much to what he drank, but whenever we went out, he had Manhattans. So they look really good.
Well, the key is how long did it take him to drink one?
Exactly. He didn't gulp it down. He was probably had two
Unfortunately.
over like 2 hours, whatever. So anyway, I drove home, and I had decided on the way home that was going to be my drink for the night. Manhattans. Never had them before. Well, I did have them that night.
And you don't remember how to spell Manhattan after.
Ooh, man, that was not a very pretty night after that.
They can get to you.
They will sneak up on you and beat you badly. But anyway, that's the Manhattan.
Looking
What are
down.
we
So how
talking
was your
about?
Christmas?
My Christmas, well, unfortunately, as you might hear, I don't know if you can hear or not, but I've been sick for like a month, literally a month.
Literally a month. You were like, we can do it. No, can't.
No, we kept saying, let's do it, and I was like, okay, and then I would just feel like crap. I'm not 100% yet, but I was in pretty rough
I
shape.
can imagine, because you didn't want. First, we thought we were going to shoot at the studio. Then then you were. That was like almost 3 weeks. You were done.
Yeah, I've been, but I'm on antibiotics now, and so you can't catch anything from me. Unless you
Well, the liquor. I always believe that the liquor no.
Okay.
The liquor will kill all germs. I think.
You think so?
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. We could.
How
talk.
was your Christmas? You look like you had
Christmas
you
was
had a bunch of people after
insane,
Christmas.
Insane. We had, of course, Christmas. We did the cooking. The greatest thing was we had got a prime rib roast,
You did the prime rib?
and Sandy goes, "Oh my God, I don't think it's big enough because it looks small when you take the package, right?"
Yeah, and then when you cook it, it gets smaller.
So I went back out to ShopRite, got another one. So there's only 5 of us, 6 of us. 5 of us, I think. 5 of us. So we do it. It came out phenomenal.
Really?
She did the whole thing. I did the thing where I took the bone off it,
Did you?
put it back on.
Perfect.
But she
did you
did-
tie it up?
Let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
We did that. She did a mixture of whatever,
Butter and all
butter,
that stuff.
garlic,
Yup.
some sage, whatever. Put it on that. And she pasted it on.
Yeah.
And then I tied it back up. We put it in there. Pulled it out about 128, 129, the temp. Let it sit for like 15 minutes or so. Sandy's mother could not believe that she could cut it with a butter knife.
Is that right?
Yeah, it came out so
Is
good.
that good?
But we had so much left over. I'm still eating it.
Oh, that's fine.
Then we had the kids came up from Long Island.
They came up when? Thursday?
We had Jen and Carter and William Thursday, Chris and Nicole Thursday night. Friday we were safe. It was like our off night, which was good.
Yeah, but there were still a lot of people there.
Yeah, Saturday was Michelle came up for the day with her husband and her 2 kids, and then Gary came up the day, not for the day. He spent the night, and they left yesterday.
All right.
And it was like, holy cow! It was Sandy's best Christmas present to have
Oh,
all
nice.
the kids up here.
Yeah, it looked like you had a great
All the
time.
ones. It was-
Everyone was
it
in
was
pajamas
crazy.
and stuff. Billy the bartender, if you watch some of our previous, there's a video where he explains about his marinara sauce.
Yeah,
and every Sunday now they're doing marinara sauce, Billy's marinara sauce with all kinds of different. You had the rigatoni with the pasta, or
With the meatball, sausage, and the,
Yeah.
and the rib, short rib.
and the rigatoni.
Yeah.
Oh, not the rigatoni, the ricotta on it.
Yeah, yes. Oh my
Well,
God.
last night they had soup at the pesh, but it's not soup at the pesh. It's it had clams, shrimp,
Yeah.
and calamari. Oh, so good.
And, the Zeppelins and all that were older. The Who
Sure.
and all that. The Kiss was getting older. Kiss was still around. Then you had the new wave, I like to call new wave of British heavy metal.
Okay.
So that would be, you could talk about Iron Maiden, Saxon, whatever.
Judas Priest.
I'm bringing Judas Priest into the party right now.
Oh, they're freaking. My
That
brother
was
was
it.
a Judas Priest knucklehead. He
That was
loved
it.
it. And he turned me on to them, actually.
That was it. And
What was it, British Steel? was
British
it?
Steel, and that's what I'm talking.
Great album.
We heard about all this stuff. There was a magazine called Hit Parader.
Yep.
They'd have it was like almost like your hard rock stories, but they have a thing called Heavy Metal Happenings, and you would read about all these things. But even back then, like in the early '80s, Maiden was started. Ozzy was a solo artist. He
Yeah.
just left.
Yep.
So, but Judas Priest, and they started in the '70s.
See, I didn't know that they were that long, but
So British Steel came out like '81ish, I
Great
think. I didn't really do my
again, my brother turned me on to that. I'm like,
well. We all know on the radio, because radio back then played great stuff. A variety of, there wasn't all this, You know, it's just going to be Stairway to Heaven, blah, blah, blah. So, Kenny Dolan, who lived in Taconic Shores.
Sure, I remember Kenny. He lived right next to me.
Yeah, we would go to school with him, like, in our senior year, and he would have British Steel on cassette, and that's all he'd be playing. And you knew every song, but you didn't really, to me, I didn't really appreciate it as usual until you get older.
Right.
Because we saw...
Was Diamonds and Rust on that?
No.
Okay.
Now, I knew about Diamonds and Rust.
Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust,
but
originally.
I only heard it first when I heard on Pix 106 played it from their Unleashed in the East live album.
Oh, it was live.
Oh, it was live. And then when I saw them a few years ago, they did an acoustic version of Diamonds and Rust.
Diamonds and Rust was a Joan Baez song.
Yes.
Which was a folky kind of ballad kind of song.
Yeah.
And then Judas Priest came along and did it.
Oh.
And they kill it.
And Rob Halford's voice.
Oh, the guy's got some range.
He can hit, you know, so you had British Steel. Next year was like the one that blew them out of the water, which was Screaming, was Point of Entry after that, and then came Screaming for Vengeance, which was like, you know, You Got Another Thing Coming.
You Got Another Thing
Those three,
Coming.
and then Defenders of the Faith, that was it.
Well, I could tell you, a buddy of mine out in Seattle, I think he sent me Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. You know, in fact, I think Diamonds and Rust, I could be wrong, but I think it was written by Dylan.
Probably.
It was written about the city, in the city. Anyway,
yeah.
She did a rendition of it, and she did very well with it. And I sent him a link to the YouTube Diamond and Rust, and he was like, that is the best I've ever heard.
No, like there's two versions of it. Like I said, there's an acoustic version they've done.
This one was a live one.
I first heard the metal one with the guitars. Unleashed in the East, they did it over in Japan, and I've heard a bunch. I'm like going, who is this band? And then you sort of like everything.
The guy's voice is just.
Yeah.
What's his lead singer?
Rob Halford.
Diamonds and Rust.
I'm
gonna have to go listen to that tonight now. Great album.
It is a great album. It has Genocide, Sinner, Green Manalishi with a two-prong crown.
See, the deal was when I was growing up, me and my brother and I, whichever the correct, we shared the same room.
Yep.
So we had a record player in there, and we would go to sleep to music, and whoever got in there first put their music on. And he turned me on to Diamonds. He turned me on to Judas Priest, but he also turned me on to it's not a sorry.
Wow.
I'm going back. Neil Diamond, Neil Young.
Okay. Well,
and I would never have listened to. What the hell was the name?
But
of it?
What was the album though? Because I could tell you Neil Young's story.
That's what I'm trying.
Was it Live Rust?
I think it was Live Rust. I think it was where come to something mountain.
Shut down the Sugar Mountain. We've gone from Judas Priest to Neil Young just like that.
I'm just reminiscing about when I grew up.
Because that year that album came out. I'm still like rubbing my nose from the sneeze before we came on, or the line of pop rocks I just did.
Still bubbling in my nose.
Sean Westlake had the 8-track. I said 8-track.
You did say 8-track.
Of Live Rust. And back then, the only Neil Young I knew was Hey, Hey, My, My. It was on the radio.
Hey, My, My.
And there was the two versions, the acoustic and then the heavy one, where Neil Young's...
Who did he sing with? What group?
Oh, Crosby, Stills and Nash. And I think one other one maybe, but you listen to Live Rust. That's how, once again, who's Neil Young?
Was that a live album?
Yes.
That was live, yeah.
It was him and Crazy Horse. That was his backup band.
Yeah.
And that's how I got to know about, what is this Cinnamon Girl? What is this Southern...
Oh, you told me about the other ones doing
Typo
this.
Negative.
Yeah, Typo Negative. I actually listened to it.
And now it's like a few months ago, or not, I should say a year ago, thanks to Sirius, you listen to classic vinyl, and it's like, what is this Neil Young song? You know, and it's like a longer one of I can't.
See, you go back to stuff.
You got to.
I know, but I get
That's
stuck.
my inspiration.
I get stuck on things that I recognize, and
turning stone.
That's right. I'm spilling drinks all over me. I think that's going to do it for us.
Yes, because he's spilling
drinks.
drinks.
That was a great ramble, by the way.
A good ramble.
And that was really brings back memories for me.
And this is what Boozetrumental is based on, rambling.
We do ramble. Thank God we don't put the whole video on.
No, like
we put you to sleep.
Like I say, we learned our lesson from the first 2 episodes. Just make it short and sweet.
We want to keep. I'm going to do.
Hello.
Come on in. We got our bookkeeper. Are you the bookkeeper? She's the bookkeeper. She doesn't want to know.
She always runs from
You'll
us
see
no
her
matter
feet
what.
walking up the stairs there. There she goes.
So here's looking up your old address.
Until next time.
And
hey, Happy New Year's.
That's right.
You're going to see this after the New Year's. Happy New Year's. The best of you. We got people walking in. Here comes Richie. And he's going to be walking through.
And say Happy New Year's, Rich.
Happy New Year.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Until next time.
Here's looking up your old address.
God bless. We are filming, right? Oh, you know what I didn't do? We didn't turn these bad boys around.
I thought you said you didn't turn them on.
No, I turned them on.
God, we've been talking long enough.
I don't think I have turned them on.
You watch it. I'll get
I
to...
don't think I have to.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
You're a ding-dong.
I am